Mm-hmm.
And we're on in 5, 4, 3.
Damn it, Freddy.
2, 1. I know you see. Somehow the world will change for me. And it's so wonderful. Ding, ding, ding. Perfect.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Punch It Chewie Podcast, where we don't know how to start our show ever.
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
spontaneous. What can I say?
I guess. All right, but yeah, hello, everybody. We welcome back. It's good to see you again. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Before we start, we have one announcement. Couple announcements. We will get into it later in this episode for sure because we got to talk about it. But this past weekend was Legends Con.
Yeah.
This past weekend was Legends Con at the time of this recording. So this is coming out maybe like a week or two after Legends Con. But
yeah,
we were just there, and my God, it was amazing. But by the time of this episode's release, we will have just released our Force Unleashed collection that we made in celebration of the 15-year anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
So we're very, very excited about these. We wanted to show them off last week, but we you know how we get sidetracked.
Yeah.
But definitely wanted to go ahead and show these to you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they are sold out.
Yeah.
They could be sold out.
We don't know. It
Right
hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet. We have not released them yet, technically. But by the time you're watching this, they will already be out.
Yeah.
If they are not sold out, please go ahead and check out our website, punchitchewiepodcast.com, and that's where you can find our Force Unleashed collection. So this is our, I don't know, what camera should I show it to you guys? This one?
Bella's, yeah.
Is it in the middle?
No, not at all.
Which way?
More
Put it in front of Bella's face. No. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Get the real show in there.
Ooh. Wow. That's so rude.
Sexy.
No, not too much.
It's a good pin.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. So,
Yeah.
sorry. So, this is our my Star Killer inspired design. We've wanted to make pins inspired by this game for so long, and so many of our
literally since we started making pins.
literally since we started making pins.
Yeah.
And people, so many of our followers have asked us for it, and
Silva hasn't shut up about
hell
it.
yeah,
Silva hasn't
dude.
shut up about it ever. But we're super happy. So these are two more in the collection. So that was our Star Killer, and here is our Rom Coda and Proxy and Juno.
Yep.
So Proxy and Juno are on the same design, on the same pin. I wanted to do individual designs for each one, but obviously we were a little short on time, and also kind of just felt like it would be cool to have them on it together.
Yeah, it makes it a little more dynamic.
Well, they're part of the crew, right?
Yeah.
Proxy and Juno, so it's
Exactly.
part of the
awesome.
crew, part of the ship.
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
exactly.
So there we go. That's them. And Ram Koda, obviously, we love him.
Yeah.
Love him. And needed to show him some love. It's about time, especially since he's technically canon now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the last pin in the collection, my personal favorite, the one I could not include in this collection.
Of course.
Drum roll.
Our fucking battle damaged Vader.
Oh,
Look at that.
it turned out so good.
Thank you.
I'm really impressed.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I'm not just saying that because it's you.
There? Okay.
Yeah. It's
There. Okay.
I love
You should show Silva when he's fucking telling me where to put it.
I look
Thumbs up.
like those
yeah.
people who direct the planes where to land and shit. I need to get one of them.
But,
Lightsabers.
yeah, here he is, Vader in all his glory.
And it's hard enough to draw Vader just like standard Vader, but to do him like with his battle damage, to show his face, and then do a combination of Hayden and Sebastian is like really impressive.
Thank you.
So
Thank
awesome.
you. And that's
You did
really
a
what I
great
was shooting for, was that in between of
yeah.
Because that really is the era, the point in the timeline is that
Yeah.
that's he's right in between Hayden and Sebastian Shaw. So I'm really happy with how it came out. I there's still when I design new pins, and especially ones that have been like daunting for me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, like approaching it is like
Yeah.
a little intimidating, like battle damaged Vader.
Yeah.
You don't really notice how much you've grown as an artist until you do something like that.
Yeah.
Like even 3 years ago would have been like, oh no, I'm good.
No, you wouldn't have even tried.
Yeah. So I'm really happy with how it came out. I'm glad that other people have already liked the people at Legends Con that saw it in person. They were like, "Oh my god, you have a battle damaged Vader pin," and I was like, "Yeah,
Fuck
what's
yeah."
up?" So
we got the good stuff here.
But yeah, so these are out. These came out on the 16th. Yes, on the anniversary of The Force Unleashed. So congratulations, Force Unleashed. Thank you for 15 years of being fucking awesome.
Thank you to everyone who made this game possible.
Literally, thank you.
Writers, artists,
game developers,
the motion capture, voice actors.
Yes, all of them, everybody.
Whitworth. All that other content and other media.
Yes,
that
exactly.
has come from it. Yeah.
Which by the way, the Force Unleashed comics are also really, really cool. It was just they're just trade paperbacks. So if you want to track them down, those are probably a lot easier because there were never any single issues of those, and they're really, really cool. And it's there's one for each game, so it's like a trade paperback for game number 1, and then another one for game number 2. They're really cool. The art is really cool. But yeah, absolutely love that game. You guys know we do, and our producer is absolute whore for that game.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Number one fan.
he can
That
confirm.
game's waiting for me at home right now.
Oh my god! As soon as I get out of here, I'm playing it.
Yeah, and to be real, Sam Witwer, you should have a restraining order against.
Oh my
Batman.
god!
They don't make it that creepy, but yes.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
But I mean, that game really doesn't matter how many times is re-released.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
no.
play it.
People will buy it and play it.
Yeah, didn't they
Bro.
just release it for the Switch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just recently. Yeah.
I have it on my PSP, my Switch, my Xbox One, my PS3, PS4, PS5. Like, well, PS4 you can play on PS5, but yeah, everything.
Yeah.
It's just
Shit.
it's good. It's so
awesome.
good.
Oh, and on PC.
And on PC.
Yeah, that was it.
But yeah, so definitely check them out if you like the designs, if you want to support us and the podcast. That really, really helps us a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, and one other thing before it is past the term dates.
Yes.
We also have our current Patreon term. I guess we hadn't shown you guys, but our current Patreon term for September. Our patrons voted this last month, and the Ghost won.
Woo!
So the ship, the Ghost, everybody's favorite rebel transporter.
Right.
It won. This is the first time we do a ship for our Patreon,
which is crazy. I think we would have done one by now, but
I'm pretty sure we've had like the Falcon on the polls.
Yeah.
And like what do we have? We had like Vader's tie on the polls. We've had some cool ships to the point where I just felt like people didn't really want ships, so I started including them less.
Yeah.
So this was like the only ship on this last poll, and it won.
Yeah.
And it wasn't so pretty much the way our polls work is we will usually, if we have time, we'll usually do a poll to vote for what era, so what point in the timeline the patrons want to explore, and then whatever timeline wins or point in the timeline wins, we'll go there. And then the next poll, we do like 20 options of 20 different characters and ships and all kinds of stuff that people will get 5 votes for. So you can vote for 5 different things, your top 5, and whatever are the top 5 by the end of that poll, then we have like a final poll with those top 5, and then the patrons get to vote on that. So the Ghost prevailed.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy with it. I'm excited to see it as a pin. It's always fun drawing ships and all that fun stuff. So
yeah, you did a great job of like including details, but it not being too much, right? Because there's a lot of little crevices and all the little things on the ship. But I love like the space in the background, and then like the pergil. Like,
yes.
Little babies floating in the background.
So yeah, if you didn't notice, I used the metal to make little pergils.
That's awesome.
That's sick.
I'm really excited for
That is
this.
really cool.
And we made it a deluxe size. So usually the pins are like
2 inches.
around 2 inches, but this one's going to be 2.5.
Yes. So at no extra cost to the patrons either. The tiers. So the tier for our scoundrel tier, our where it comes with a pin and sticker, that won't increase in price, but the pin will increase in size.
Yeah.
So like Bella said, they're usually 2 inches, but we said fuck it, we're doing the ghost. It's our first ship. We're making it extra big and extra awesome.
It's wombo size.
It is wombo size. It's wombo size. I should change that on the
Can I plant a seed? I don't know if you've done a pin about it before.
No.
The Rogue Shadow. Have you done one?
No,
No.
we haven't done the Rogue Shadow. I'll definitely do the Rogue Shadow.
That would be
Which
cool.
one's that one again?
Starkiller.
Starkiller.
Oh, that one.
The black and blue one.
You
Yeah,
have the Lego set for that one, right?
yeah. I have one built, and then I have one in the box.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I have 3 battle damage Vader minifigures.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Whoa.
I'm just saying.
He's just a big fan.
I'm not trying to flex.
Sorry
but-
for burdening you with our presence.
Yeah, well, I mean, once you have at least one, then you can fucking talk to me. But
Damn.
no.
But yeah. So this is the term rewards for September. So you have all of September to sign up.
Yeah.
It's only $15 a month. So it comes with the pin.
For
this-
US.
US.
Yeah.
It comes with a pin, the sticker. You get access to our secret shop, which is patron only. So we'll do like early releases there.
Yeah.
We'll do limited edition stuff that isn't available on our website there. And we have the previous terms there. So even if you signed up in September, if we have leftovers, there could be stuff from previous months on there available for purchase. And then you get a coupon code for our main shop. So, yeah. And it includes shipping. So, pretty good deal.
Pretty good deal. It's and it's fun. We have fun there. And,
yeah. Also, you get to see like behind the scenes stuff. We'll post on there. Work in progress. Updates, life stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Us and our art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
it's really fun.
Yeah, and that's at some point we'd love to do something fun with Patreon. For the podcast, we've been discussing even doing like extra, like monthly exclusive episodes.
Yeah, like
just
bonus episodes.
Bonus episodes for something like that. Something fun for our. For you guys, for our listeners and our viewers, but we're still kind of playing around with those ideas.
Yeah.
But just maybe at some point soon.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, so check it out if you guys enjoy it. If you guys want to check out our pins, our work, again, it's punchitchewiepodcast.com or check out patreon.com/punchitchewiepodcast. But yeah, all right, let's get into the episode. I've had this video saved for quite a while. It's a little long, but we'll check it out. It's fun.
Y sí, como no, gente, porque usted la pidió para toda la gente belicosa. ¿Cómo se llama, Miguel?
Esta se llama Duelo del Destino de parte de sus amigos, grupo Ilusol. ¡Marca!
3, 4.
Oh my god.
It's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love it.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Iconic.
We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
I missed it. bruh, it's so good.
Oh my god, they remixed the
Fucking
hell out
Silva.
of it.
It's so freaking good.
They killed
They
it.
killed it.
I loved that.
They really the
Also, the high notes.
right.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, they really.
It's
really
a
sent
mood.
it.
the intro, the beginning is amazing.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Play this at the carne asada. Wait.
Dad,
my
how'd you
God.
meet my mom? Let me play the song.
She was dancing to this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Duelo del destino.
Exactly, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
All right, so we got a lot to get into today. We're going over the next 5 chapters in Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah.
We got some big updates on certain topics. We've got we definitely need to go over Legends Con. That was
Yeah,
super
yeah.
fun. But yeah, if you guys didn't notice, Chuck is back.
Yay.
What's up, Chuck?
Hey, y'all.
He's alive.
He's alive.
Hi.
I love your shirt, by the way.
Thank you. Video games are calling, and I must go.
Oh my god. We've missed you.
Missed you too, guys.
You've been
Oh my
like
God,
out
turn
of
off my camera.
commission.
I know. School.
Yeah.
It's great.
School.
Education.
I know. College, guys. It's
College.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. No, yeah. Well, it's good though. You know,
Yeah.
it's important, and you know, we can wait. We'll be here.
We'll be here.
Whenever you decide we're
Forever.
important again.
Rotten.
But yeah, so we're glad you're back. We're glad you're back. But you are behind on Shadows of the Empire,
I
so
fucking
we
know.
are
You
going to
didn't
spoil
do
it.
your important homework.
Listen, y'all.
Yeah.
Which was reading the book.
Yeah.
Listen. I don't know what y'all got against me, okay? I've been reading my books, and it's about math and history, not about Star Wars, okay?
Okay, so what have you learned?
It's called memorizing, not.
Oh yeah,
Not
let's,
learning.
Not
let's
learning.
test them.
He's
If you have one
mimicking.
Alderaan and you add a Death Star, how many Alderaans do you have? Oh no, he
No,
does.
no,
Oh, he got it. He got it. He got it.
Zero.
0.
Zero. But yeah, all right. So, Legends Con.
Yeah.
Legends Con was absolutely amazing.
It really was.
The turnout was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, we all, I mean, with the planning team, right? We all hoped and had, you know, we knew it would be good.
Yeah.
Right? We knew it would be good.
Everyone put everything they had into it.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
like it wasn't. We did as much as we could.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
half-assed by
No.
anybody in the planning team.
No.
It was 110% by everyone. And you know, this event was made out of love.
Yeah.
It comes from love, and it comes from positivity, and it comes from good intentions.
Yeah,
Right.
and appreciation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A passion for the subject matter.
Yeah.
And I think that it was definitely a success in
Yeah.
a way that most of the people could not have even expected,
Yeah.
because the turnout was way better than we anticipated,
Yeah.
and way better than we had hoped, and that was absolutely amazing for
Yeah.
everybody involved. And thank you so much to everybody that did come by.
Yeah. Thank
and,
you.
And it really means a lot. I mean, you know, putting on an event like this, honestly, I feel bad because I wish we could have done more.
Yeah.
But we got married this year.
Yeah.
We had San Diego Comic-Con that also kind of got put on the back burners because we were getting married
Yeah.
a month before.
Yeah. It was a crazy year.
It was chaotic. It was very chaotic, but we are so grateful to have been able to be a part of the planning team to whatever degree that we could be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was so much fun, and everybody involved is super nice and super welcoming, and just just awesome.
Yeah, it was a great group of people.
Great group of people, and the event really, you could feel it when you were there. You could feel the event felt like, and we were all talking about it for a while there. It felt like a family reunion.
Yeah,
that was the vibe. That was the energy in the room, and the panel schedule was absolutely amazing.
Dude, it was solid. There were like 4 or 5 rooms with panels going in each. Yeah. Like at all times. Yeah. It was a solid lineup.
It was really, really cool. I think I have a picture of the scheduling here. Just for example, which by the way, this is a picture of us with Michael Stackpole, author of the Rogue Squadron series, a series that I grew up with, that I grew up reading, loving, and by the way, Michael is absolutely awesome and super, super nice in person.
Yeah,
and
he was great.
So I went to one of his panels, which was 21 Days to a Book. It was pretty much a panel on writing stories, right? Writing novels.
Yeah.
And how to prepare to write a novel, and what like the mindset you should be in, and the exercises you should probably do before you just start writing, right?
Yeah.
And also all kinds of stuff, that very insightful knowledge to have, and coming from an author such as him.
Yeah, and it's crazy because most people won't share that information.
No,
at least not like in such a public setting. But like he did it was almost 2 hours long of a panel, and answered questions and everything. So.
It started at 12:15. It was over at 2.
Yeah.
So
I bet it was godsend, right? Because
Arakel was so excited.
Yeah.
He
So
was so excited.
as well.
Yeah, like if you haven't been here the whole time, but pretty much, both Bella and I we're working on a few stories. There's a lot of ideas that we have and stuff.
We have a lot of ideas.
I have a couple of Star Wars stories that I want to write. One that I've really been putting a lot of time, energy, thought, and even design and concept art to. Yeah. That I want to tell. And obviously it's for fun, but at the same time, I feel like I've really I feel like I've really taken an interest in telling stories.
Yeah.
And writing stories, because we also play D&D, and this is very different than being an author, obviously. But
same vein.
We play D&D, and I'm the DM for our group. I'm the dungeon master, and I pretty much created the entire world that we play in. We don't play in the Forgotten Realms, the D&D world. We use the D&D books, but I created an entire world of our own, with its own creatures, its own locations, its own politics, its own characters, its own history. It was something fun, right? It started off as something fun to do with friends, and I was like, well, this is going to be like the world we play around in, right? And a place where like I know what the rules are, I know what where everything goes.
You also made a unbelievably detailed hand-drawn map of the entire world.
That's insane.
And every time we meet, he's added like another fucking whole ass country.
I keep
and I'm like,
he'll just drop like a new fucking city like out of nowhere. And I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's this place.
Not only that, I'm like, are these mountain ranges? Are they fucking named up? Like holy shit, rivers connected with other rivers named as well. Yeah. And then, it's not just a river. That has lore. I'm like, what the fuck?
Everything has a backstory.
So yeah, I really enjoy it.
You're having fun.
Moral of the story, I have a lot of fun with that, and writing the story that goes along, like pretty much writing our campaign that we play through. And there's a character in there that I really, really enjoy, that I really, really like, that I keep getting ideas for, that I keep getting ideas for their backstory, for where they're going, for their goals, for their troubles, for the happy moments. I keep getting all kinds of inspiration for this character that I'm like,
Yeah.
I really want to tell this story, and I feel like we could really write a novel or even a series of novels surrounding this character.
Yeah.
So yes, I have Star Wars stories that I want to tell with, again, original characters, completely detached from the main Star Wars storyline. But I'm not an author, and anyway, these are just dreams. These are just long-term dreams that I'm word vomiting with you guys. But pretty much, I went to his panel because I really wanted to pick his brain and wanted to hear from somebody of that caliber, right?
Yeah.
A writer, an author,
someone who's done what you want to do.
Exactly, someone that's that's done what I want to do, that is currently doing what I want to do, and has been very successful in something that I want to do, right? And like I was saying, this was pretty much a masterclass in what I'm looking into, right? So he was amazing. I got to talk to him a little bit after the panel, and then he came back by our booth, and I got to talk to him there for a good while, and he was very, very nice. He was very pretty much. He was like, yeah, I've seen you around at shows. I've been a how did he say it? A distant or silent observer, or he said like an admirer from afar, I guess he said. Online, he said, and he's like, you have amazing work, and he, I started asking him some questions more personally when it was just us two. Got to talk to him about the Rogue One comics and the books and stuff like that, and a certain something else that we can't talk about. but yeah, so I got to be a nerd and talk to one of my favorite authors, and I also got to, like I said, pick his brain a little bit on something that I really, really want to do. Yeah. And that's awesome. And he had, like I said, a lot of amazing insight. So he was awesome. If you ever get a chance to meet Michael Stackpole, if you've ever read the Rogue Squadron novels or the comics, definitely check him out, or like go see him at a con or wherever he is, because he's a really awesome dude. And check out his lanyard. He's wearing our X-Wing pin. Yay! Yeah. And he said that he was gonna wear it for at every con. Wow. So
it's an honor, sir.
Very an honor, sir. Thank you so much. But yeah, he was super cool. But yeah, we were talking about the panels. The lineup for Legends Con panels. So every row here. So this is Saturday. The top half is Saturday, bottom half is Sunday. But every row here is a different panel room.
Looks like Comic-Con, dude.
Yeah,
right?
Dude. It was
crazy.
It was awesome. They had stuff like they had hours like the one I went to with Michael Stackpole. Yeah. They had pretty much Q&As with like him, Matthew Stover, Corna Betchko, like a bunch of the other authors and writers talking about specific things from the EU. There was one on the many lives of Luke Skywalker. There was one about continuing EU stories, and how, like, what that would look like. There were so many that I wanted to go to that we didn't even get to. I couldn't because thankfully, our booth was popping.
Yeah, we were busy.
So
good problem to have.
It was a good problem to have. But there was so many panels that I wanted to hit up and check out. But I'm glad that I was at least able to go to Stackpole's panel.
Yeah.
Because that was awesome, and getting to hang out with him all weekend was really, really cool. Again, guys, I would definitely recommend checking out Legends Con the next year or whenever the next one is, because right now it's still kind of a little bit up in the air as to when we'll have the next one. But we're definitely doing it again. Yeah.
It'll for sure be 2025. We're hoping we can do one in 2024.
Yes.
But we're not sure because it takes a lot to put together a fan-run convention, you know? So... but I had so much fun. What impressed me was that it felt like, I'm not exaggerating, it felt like 80% of the attendees were in cosplay.
Oh, yeah.
And I have never been to a convention where that many people are cosplaying. And they were like so many super niche people. Like it was so like, cool. People are so talented. Like characters that are non-human, right? Yeah. Like that's really hard to pull off. To pull off and to bring from a comic book drawing into real life, right? Because you have to keep this in mind that most of the Legends characters we've never seen in live action, right? They're primarily novels or comics. So there isn't like a lot of reference material to build a cosplay off of. Yeah. So a lot of people, they're like, this is how I imagined it in my head and I made it. And then for someone else to see it and be like, oh my God, you look exactly how I imagined. Yeah. Is so much cooler than like the regular, not regular cosplay, but like versus having 100
more accessible, like,
having 2 hours worth of footage to reference.
If you're cosplaying Batman, how much fucking reference is there?
Yeah, exactly. That was really cool. I got to do a few photo shoots with my friends and Robbie. Shout out Robbie.
Yo, what's up?
Did a few photo shoots for us. The photos came out so cool. I'm really excited to share those. I'm trying to spread them out so I don't like overload people with Legends
and
stuff.
Get rid of all of your your content.
But it was really, really fun. We did a cantina night Saturday night.
That was so
kind of like
fun.
A mixer. There was like food and drinks and music. There was a gonk DJ.
Oh my god.
That was really fun.
Blew the roof off the place.
We learned how to play Pazak, which is similar to Sabak, but that's from Old Republic, right?
Yeah.
From the Old Republic.
Knights of the Old Republic.
So that was really
cool.
fun, playing cards fun. and it was just like Star Wars, like a Star Wars convention is niche enough, like niche to begin with, but then to have a Legends convention, like solely that was really, really special.
Look, I think and this is honestly, I would say this even if we weren't part of the planning team. And I'm not even going to give, it's not even like I'm giving us praise. I'm just saying, I think that an event like this is exactly what not just the Legends fandom, but the Star Wars fandom needed.
Yeah.
Because as much as I love Celebration, I love Celebration. As much as I love it, they don't cater to EU fans like at all.
There aren't even comic books.
No, there's no comic books. There's like no book dealers, no comic book dealers. There's like nothing to like kind of show, like represent that side of the fandom at Celebration. There's nothing. And really all Celebration is for is to promote the new projects.
Yeah.
That's really all it's for.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there just isn't that representation for Legends and Legends fans.
Yeah.
And where we were already like the weirdos before, and now we're still the weirdos in our own fandom.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay. But
like,
you know,
nerds.
Exactly. But again, it's understandable to a degree because unfortunately, and like it's no secret, there are a lot of very toxic people in the Legends fandom that, you know, take things a little too far, that are a little too
aggressive,
enthusiastic about what they're talking about, a little too aggressive.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that does turn some people off.
Yeah.
And not just fans, but I'm sure Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
From even continuing, you know, stories like that. But that's exactly what I mean though by I feel like Legends Con is exactly what the fandom needed because it's an event put on by some of the nicest people we've ever met.
Yeah.
Some of the nicest people we know, some of the most positive EU fans that we've ever met.
Yeah.
They've like and that was the whole point of the event is to show, hey, we're not all crazy. We're not all going to judge you if you don't know who so-and-so is. And we're not all going to judge you if you like the sequels, or if you like any of the new stuff. Like it's not
coexist.
Exactly, we can coexist. It's not a matter of oh well, this is better. It's like, okay, you like it.
If you're not
fine.
with me,
we like this.
Then you're my enemy.
Exactly. We should probably learn from the story we love so much.
Just
right?
don't talk smack about Starkiller. That's
exactly. But you know what I mean. It was a very fun, positive, and exciting environment to be in, because I think that slowly but surely the Star Wars fandom is going to start seeing that as like, oh, the EU isn't to blame. It's crazies that are to blame. You know what I mean? It's that's all it is, right? And there is a positive, safe space for us to go, and that is Legends Con. But yeah, it was so much fun. It was really a lot of fun. Like I feel like it's honestly my favorite show. My favorite show. I mean, San Diego Comic-Con is my all-time favorite. But like as far as like Star Wars events and somewhere where I can just go. It was
all Star Wars.
Exactly, it was all Star. It's like those were our people. Yeah. Hands down.
Yeah.
Also, I really gotta commend Bella. Let's give her a round of applause because she learned the Obi Annie spin.
Oh, thank you.
That's right.
Thank you. Finally.
Let's fucking go.
Fucking awesome.
It was easier than I thought it would be, but it's super awkward. Like you feel like you're dislocating your shoulder doing it.
Kind of looked like it.
Like, because you're like behind you.
But it looked like you got it after like the second, third cry already. You're like, damn, okay.
Thanks.
Dude, people were there like spinning lightsabers all day.
Yeah,
both
they had like not workshops, but like if you stop by the booth, they would teach you like the Saber Guild.
I think it was this Saber Guild, right?
Yeah. Which is one of the clubs that does like choreographed fights and stuff, and they like teach you how to
that's awesome.
duel. No. So Austin and Beva and I had fun learning how to do the OB.
Got her first NeoPixel, right?
Yeah. She was super excited. She was at that booth for like an hour because she couldn't decide, because they were really cool sabers. I think it's BYO sabers. Yeah. Build your own sabers. They had some really cool options of like unique stuff, like not just stuff that already exists, but like they make their own really cool stuff. So she was like in between two sabers, and then she finally picked the one she wanted. Literally, she's like, I wish, but I need to eat. And I was like, girl, I feel that real hard.
I would have starved.
Eat a blade for dinner.
Yeah, we know you'd rather starve than save money.
That doesn't look like it.
But it was a really fun weekend.
I get myself before Arakel gets me.
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
Yeah, I can't even shit on him anymore. He does it for me.
I'm pulling an M&M, just roasting myself.
Oh my god! No, it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad our friend Beva could come check it out. It was super cool. And then at the end, what was awesome was we were planning on just hitting up like Outback, like on the way back down to San Diego, and we went to go say goodbye to Catherine, the organizer, the head organizer, and because she was having dinner with all the guests, so with Stackpole, Matthew Stover, Jason Fry, and like all the special guests that were there at the con, she pretty much took them to dinner after the event was over, and we were like, oh, where is she? And then like someone was like, oh, she's having dinner with the guests. If you want to go say goodbye, you can. Like just, and I was like, okay, yeah, we'll go say bye. So we did, and when we get there, Catherine's like, come on. And I was like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, I was like, we just wanted to say goodbye and say thank you, right? And she's like, you guys don't want to sit down for dinner? Yeah. And I was like, I mean, yeah.
I mean, we can.
I mean, I guess we can. And we ended up having dinner with all these awesome people that we've looked up to for like
these Star Wars legends.
These Star Wars. That's okay, I guess.
Give me that one.
Yeah, the puns are strong with Bella.
No, but it was really cool.
It was.
And then we ended up having like 30 people at
my
our
God,
table because we all cleaned up after, right? So we had to break down, and then we broke down the tables and chairs and booths, and we had posters everywhere and signs and all that, right? So we were all breaking all that down. So it was kind of like in waves. So it was like the authors were there first with Catherine, then we came over, and then like 6 more people came over, and then 6 more people came over. So we just like took over.
We kept
restaurant.
adding tables.
I was like, I'm sorry, I hate that.
Hey, but I bet the venue or that place was like.
Well, yeah. I mean, we all bought food and drinks, so they were happy, and our waiter was awesome. He was really great. So
he was very, very chill, very easygoing. He's like, fucking keep it. It's fine. Let's keep it going.
You get like all intrigued, like, oh, what's this convention?
I mean, I think they all knew because it was at the hotel.
Because they were there throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah, and at the end, like once everyone had their food and we were leaving, the waiter was like. He's like, congratulations, you guys! Like you did it, and we were like, fuck
also,
yeah.
Bella, I know you posted this on Instagram. There was like a poster, but they like comic filtered you.
Oh yeah,
I looked really bad.
Right?
Do you have it with you, or is it on your Instagram? Can you pull it up?
It's not on it, or is it?
I think you pulled it up.
I posted it on my story, but I don't think it's up anymore. But go to the Legends Con Instagram.
Yeah, so looked really sick. Look at cover of a comic
it was
book.
really
like,
really cool. Shit. So back in January, we did a Legends Con photo shoot to do all the promotional stuff, and I went as Jaina Solo. I literally made that cosplay, and finished it the night before for that photo shoot. There it is.
Here it is. It's just a piece of it, but that's
sick. So yeah, that was really cool. And so we each of the characters were their own photo from the photo shoot, and then they put them all together to make this kind of like comic book cover.
Whoever was in charge of that did a great job.
Right. I know. I don't know.
I don't.
Who did the art? I feel really bad because we should know, but
I don't think this is when we were getting married and
we were we were out of the loop for that bit. But it was such a fun event. I cannot wait for the next one. I really hope we can do one in 2024.
I'm definitely going to push for let's do one in 2024 because I don't want to lose momentum.
I know. I know.
Like this show did so well and it was so much fun, and people were leaving the event going on Sunday once it was over, and they were like, man, like I've never had that much fun at a convention.
Wow.
Like I was here because I was walking the opposite direction because there was like a closing ceremony for the event with Catherine and all of the other people that helped plan, but we were breaking our booth down, so I totally missed it. But I was heading down there, but people were already leaving the panel room that happened at. And people were like, comments like that I was hearing, like, man, like we have to come back next year, or
that's awesome.
exact, like literally that of, I've never had this much fun at a show, and
anybody travel from afar that they told you?
Somebody came from New York. One of our followers, actually, one of our listeners, he's probably listening right now. He came from New York. There were people. There was someone there from Philadelphia. There were like people flew.
Yeah, there was a girl that came from Delaware. She had never been to a convention before. Yeah, this was her first convention. She came out for
also, dude. I gotta also commend you. I know this was a really well executed team effort, but now you're like technically 2 for 2 because you started Pin and Patch Con.
Oh yeah.
You from scratch. That's a brand new event, and this one, it's like you're 2 for 2,
Thanks.
man.
Thanks. I mean, I'm very grateful to have been a part of Legends Con and part of this amazing show that I cannot wait for next year or for the next one.
No, it definitely seems like a keeper. Like definitely watching that after watching that schedule.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on,
dude. I think
and it's impressive how many incredible people they were able to book for a first time show, because most people go, let me know in 2-3 years. You know?
Really?
Yeah, first year show, most people, because they don't know if it's going to flop. They don't know you personally.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So they're like, hit me up in a few years. But that just shows you how professional and dedicated the team was, that they were able to get these big names the first year. And now imagine the next year, because we talked to them. We were like, give us your honest feedback. Like, did you have a good time? Did it feel like it was worth it? And they were all like, I literally didn't want it to end.
Yeah, Stackpole
which is
was
crazy
like,
for someone who's been doing conventions for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
To say that, like, that's crazy.
Yeah, for a first year convention.
Put on by fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something everyone's been asking for, and it's such a specific niche where it's like you've all wanted this for so long. Like, of course you're gonna post up to it. Like,
exactly.
And like, it's crazy. It's really cool.
Yeah. No. It's thank you, and I'm very proud to have been a part of it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm it's amazing. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like it actually happened.
And I'm sad it's already over. Yeah. Like, it went by so fast.
It did. But anyway, yeah, it was so much fun. So much fun. So please, guys, make sure to prioritize Legends Con, the next one, because you will have fun. And even if you've never read a lick of Legends, still go. If it interests you in the slightest.
Yeah.
At all. Or even if you're just a Star Wars fan, like a canon fan, and you're like, I mean,
it's definitely a catalyst for you to like submerge yourself into the world, right?
Exactly,
awesome.
exactly. And like I said, people there, they want to nerd out with you. They're not there to correct you. They're not there to be like, oh, you haven't read whatever. Ew, like no, that's not.
That was something that I was like. I noticed at the show, because people would be like, oh, like, what is that cosplay from? Or, oh, what is that, lightsaber from, or whatever. And no one was like, oh, you don't know, it's blah, 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 blah. They were like excited that they asked, because no one ever does. Yeah, exactly. Because most people are afraid to ask, afraid to look like they don't know something. But I would literally overhear people being like, oh, it's from this and this, and like blah, blah, blah. I really like it. You should check it out. And people were like, take out their phone and write down the comic or the book or whatever. And they were like, okay, when I get home, I'm going to read it. Yeah. No. Where do you see that happen?
Yeah. No, it never, like literally never.
Right?
Like people don't even talk to other people at San Diego Comic Con.
No. They're too like
hey, I'm
laser focused on their own. I got to be here. I got to be there.
I hated it this year a bit, only for one reason. The amount of people that were just walking around with their headphones in, just like bumping into you, not giving a shit. Like, it was
at San Diego.
Yeah, like I would just see people like they have like their list or some shit. They have headphones in.
They're scalpers there to get their exclusives and list them on eBay in the hallway. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this was like such a good environment, such a fun, positive environment.
Everyone that was there to enjoy being there, and shared a love of Star Wars Legends, and Star Wars in general. It's like, like I said, you didn't have to go loving like the prerequisite isn't loving or even knowing Legends.
No,
it's like if you want to learn about it, that's what it's there for. Yeah. If you already love it, know it, and you want to go with a group of like-minded people who enjoy and love the same shit, that's what it's there for.
Yeah.
So again, check it out. It's so much fun. And I seriously can't wait. But I mean, we could talk about it all day, but definitely want to move on. With more of our topics. Thank you again to everybody that came and to the planning team. You guys are fucking awesome. We love you guys. And but yeah, all right. So
still technically Legends,
but not Legends Con. Let's get into our book club shenanigans.
Yes.
These were some exciting five chapters.
Oh my god. Okay, so do you want to give like a brief summary so he knows what's going on? Also, if someone's just tuning in this week.
So
you gotta do the narrative voice from Clone Wars.
I can't do that. In this episode. Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire.
Hey, that's really good, dude. Try it.
Chuck wasn't here the last 2 episodes, so he totally missed what the fuck we're talking about.
Dude,
next time I won't hype you up.
No, but definitely, it's a lot.
I've never tried it. That was my first
hilarious, like cussing in the middle.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. But yeah, so
Shadows of the Empire.
Shadows of the Empire. This is set between. So yeah, for the listeners, or if you're new here, if this is your first episode
and you didn't do your homework,
obviously. We're currently reading Shadows of the Empire. We're breaking this awesome novel down, and it takes place between episodes 5 and 6. This is literally, I think, 5 months. It starts kind of 5 months right after episode 5. Mm-hmm. It does overlap a little bit with certain scenes. There's like flashbacks to moments that happen in Empire Strikes Back. Mm-hmm. So that's really, really cool. But pretty much, this is it. The story is pretty much picking up where Luke, Leia, Lando, and Chewie are trying to get Han back.
Yeah.
They're trying to get Han back. It's been 5 months since Empire Strikes Back, and Boba Fett has yet to deliver Han to Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
And pretty much they're just trying to figure out what they're going to do. They're relying on shady people's intel,
rumors and
rumors or they're relying on people they can't really trust.
Yes.
But they're paying them, so
hopefully it works.
And that someone is Dash Rendar.
Yeah.
So Dash Rendar pretty much spots Boba's ship, the Slave One, on a planet, and he pretty much is the informant to Luke, Leia, and Lando. And as soon as he pretty much finds the Slave One, they're like, okay, let's go find Han. And things don't go great. Yeah. They're figuring it out, right? That's the storyline, and that's kind of where we are. Also, on the Imperial side, Prince Shizor, the head of Black Sun, which, for all intents and purposes, think Crimson Dawn.
Yeah.
Think Crimson Dawn. Think they have eyes and ears everywhere. There's nothing that they don't know.
Yeah.
This
is the top of the underbelly.
Exactly.
The king of
the
Riz.
galaxy.
King of Riz.
He is.
He really is. Yeah. He really is. So, so he is the head of the most dangerous and most powerful crime syndicate in the galaxy right now.
Yeah.
And he is competing with Vader for the Emperor's favor.
Yes.
And which is a very, very interesting and fucking dangerous plan.
Yeah.
To be scheming, right?
Yeah.
So he's, well, I guess, yeah. So since Chuck wasn't here, and again, since if this is your first episode, Vader was conducting, what was it, experiments?
Yeah.
Experiments.
It's like a bioweapon.
Like a bioweapon, yeah. On Shizor's home planet, which ended up going wrong. It ended up killing an entire town or city or whatever. And it ended up taking the lives of Shizor's entire family.
Well, what happened was, first it went wrong, and then the Empire...
Oh, that's right. Neutralized
the threat, which was killing all the people on the planet.
Yeah. So they killed everybody. And Shizor should have died because he should have been there, but he wasn't. He was away on like business or something.
Yeah, he was just off planet.
He was just off planet. And so now this is like a personal vendetta against Vader. Yeah. So this story is heavy on like mob themes, and it's very, very like intricate in like the politics that each of them are playing, that both Shizor and Vader are playing, because Vader could kill Shizor in a moment, a thought, a flick of his wrist, and he's dead. Yeah. Not even he could just think it and he's dead, right? Yeah. But the interesting thing here is that Shizor has use for the Emperor. Yeah. So the Emperor finds Shizor useful, and he can use him for pretty much whatever the fuck the Emperor.
Literally whatever dirty work he needs done, Shizor can do it immediately.
Exactly. And Shizor has been a kiss ass this whole time.
Yeah,
like, because he's
it's just simp off.
Exactly. It's pretty much what's going on. He's like, anything for the Empire, my lord, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting position because Vader's like, I could fucking kill you at any moment.
Yeah.
But Shizor knows that Vader won't, because if he does, he'll have to deal with the Emperor's wrath.
Yeah, so he's like,
hey, I had use for him. Why did you kill him?
Yeah.
Right? So Shizor knows that, and Vader knows that Shizor knows that. So it's a very the
it's a dance.
It's a dance. It's a very fun dance though.
Yeah.
And I've really been enjoying it. But I think that's pretty much where we're at. Very summarized.
Yeah.
Extremely summarized, because that's
seeing like twin moments, right? Like where Leia and Luke have like similar thoughts,
kind of like this like
opinions,
telepathy kind of thing, or they'll think the same thing or say the same thing at the same time,
or like Luke will feel her approaching, like he knows she's like near, or stuff like that. We've also gotten some insane moments inside of Vader's head.
Oh yeah.
Which have been really, really cool.
Because he's dealing, I mean, just as much as Luke is dealing with finding out Vader is his father, Vader is dealing with finding out that Luke lived. Yeah. His son lived, right?
Exactly. And not only that,
the Emperor wants him dead, but Vader's like, no. Why would we kill him when we can turn him and he can be of use to us?
He's a proud papa too, because he's like...
Yeah, there are some crazy moments in here where he's like, Luke blew up the Death Star. That's my boy. Like, I should be mad, but like, that was a 1 in a million shot, and of course my son did it. You know.
And I told him, I fucking told him that
he did tell him.
This technological terror was a bad idea
and insignificant.
And Force, insignificant to the power of the Force.
But nobody listens to
Vader. Nobody listens to me. I had to choke that bitch out, but he didn't fucking listen.
So yeah, that's been really, really awesome. And then obviously just seeing more of the banter between Luke, Leia, Chewie, Lando. Yeah. The droids, like that whole dynamic is so much fun.
It's literally the best banter.
It is. It is. All the sass.
Yeah. The cantina one.
So anyway, I would say you're pretty much caught up. If you want more details, go back and listen to the last 2 episodes, or read chapters 1 through 10 and catch up.
Yes.
But let's break down chapters 11 through 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get into these.
So we'll skip through the stuff that's not like major. But I would say the first thing that's really important is.
So where did we leave off? Chapter 10, and where does it pick up?
Chapter
11.
10 was Leia talking to Lando and being like, do you know how I could get in contact with someone high up in Black Sun? And Lando's like, yeah, but why the hell would you want to do that? Like, that's a death sentence. She's like, because we're out of leads and we're running out of time and we need a good pilot back, you know?
They're still in search of Slave 1, right?
Yeah.
That, but also there was an attempt on Luke's life by one of the pilots from Rogue Squadron. Not the pilot, but the R2 unit in that pilot's X-Wing was pretty much programmed to kill Luke Skywalker. Yeah. By somebody that ended up getting got by Wedge Antilles, so they couldn't ask her questions.
Yeah.
But they know somebody's after Luke's head.
Half payment was made, right? And then the second payment was pending.
Yeah.
So they think it's Vader.
Yeah.
But Luke is pretty much like, it's not Vader.
Because Vader wants to turn me. Exactly.
He's my daddy.
Daddy.
But he can't tell him.
Do the roar.
Do the roar.
Oh my god.
He's my.
I am your cool slutty daddy.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'll just read this because this is really good. But
this is now chapter 11.
Yes. So they're gonna go to Rhodia. Sorry. So Leia says, "Why Rhodia? That's a long way from here, halfway to Coruscant." "I know, but that's where my contact is. Name is Avaro. He owns a small casino and the gambling complex in Equator City. The complex is run by Black Sun. Avaro will know who to contact." "Okay. Might be a little tricky, though." "Why is that?" Lando shook his head. Well, before Vader showed up on Cloud City and gave him to Boba Fett, there were other bounty hunters looking for Han. I found out when we were poking around in Mos Eisley that a Rodian thug named Greedo caught up with Han in one of the cantinas there. Greedo was going to blast him for the reward. Exactly. There was a shootout. Han walked away.
Sorry.
My God.
Go ahead.
Han walked away. Greedo didn't. So, Greedo was Avaro's nephew. You think he'll hold that against us? Leia asked.
Great tie-in, though.
Maybe not. All I know about Rodian customs is that they are big on hunting. If somebody had shot my nephew, I might be unhappy with them. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
So, they have a lead.
Oh, my God.
But it's very complicated.
Yeah.
Side quest.
Exactly. Side quest, and they're probably going to have to shoot their way out of that one, too. So...
Old Republic type of mission.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I'm like skimming through.
Chewie just needs to tear some limbs.
Oh.
Threaten people.
Yeah. So then Shizor, being a kiss ass again, finds out that there's a huge rebel base on this asteroid. There's like over 100 ships, and there's like 1,000 rebels on it. And he kind of like offers it as a gift to Vader. To kind of like get on his good side, right?
For a favor.
He's like, a favor, because I just love the Empire. I'm just serving my country.
But definitely he's going to be like,
I'm a patriot.
You owe me one, right?
I'm a patriot.
Yes, of course. But he's not telling Vader that, right? Yeah. So he tells Vader. So Vader goes to Palpatine and he's like, you'll never believe what I found. So he doesn't say that Shizor, right?
Well, he doesn't want to get... He
doesn't want to give him credit.
Yeah.
He's trying to take the credit. But he's not lying. He's just...
He just withheld evidence.
He withheld...
He's stretching the truth.
Yeah, information, right? So Vader tells him, and the Emperor's like, great, you can go and take care of that. And Vader's like, I mean, I didn't want to go. Can you send somebody else? Yeah. And the Emperor's like, you're going. So Vader's like, fuck, okay, whatever. I'll go blow up some rebels.
Quote unquote.
Yeah. So that's pretty much chapter 11. Chapter 12... Oh, this is funny. Okay. So this is where he finishes building his new lightsaber.
So, Luke.
And it works. He doesn't blow himself up when he ignites it.
He thought he would.
He thought he would.
Is Kyber still like green?
This is his green lightsaber.
Yeah. So that was cool seeing him finish that and continue on his journey to becoming a Jedi.
Yeah.
And then, should I read this? It was funny because I was reading it out loud.
I think you have to read it.
So they get to Avaro's place, right? And he has a very thick accent, like his English is very thick.
Sounds Spaniard, so I'd imagine
so we read this. We read out loud so we can like read at the same time, right? Okay. I'll try my best.
So once again, who is this?
This is Avaro. So this is Greedo's uncle.
Greedo's uncle that Leia, Lando, and Chewie just arrived to for the information, pretty much the introduction to a higher up in Black Sun.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So Avaro's skin had faded to a dull green. He was much fatter than most of the Rodians Leia had seen, and he spoke basic with a lispy accent. I see no problem, he said.
Oh, shit, that's Mike Tyson.
Guido couldn't been tied to take Tholo alone.
Repeat that?
Guido couldn't have tried to take Tholo alone.
Guido, yeah.
Guido. Oh
my God.
You did it.
Totally set her
up, bro. Guido. Okay. He was not very bright, my nephew. Tholo is forthin. Kenobi is dead. Yahweh's money is as good as anybody's.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect. That was great.
Thank you. I've been working on my my voice acting.
Yeah, sounds like a two-time champ.
Sup, champ?
Oh my God, that was just so funny reading out loud. But pretty much he's like, yeah, I'll help you. And they're not feeling good about it.
Yeah,
they're
he's
like, he could turn on us at any time. Or he could say he's helping us and just, it could be a trap.
Yeah, double cross.
Yeah, but they're like...
He's like, yeah, well, my nephew's dead, but, money's money.
Yeah, so it's like,
that's savage too.
He could be that savage, or he's going to turn on them. But, so pretty much after that meeting, they go into the casino, because that's where they met on that planet. Avaro's casino. Yeah. So they're just like playing cards, Lando scamming people. Chewie is not scamming people but intimidating people, so he wins. Awesome. So that's pretty cool seeing all that. And then Vader goes on his mission. So it's the Vergesso asteroids. So he gets
Here, look them up. Let's see if they come up.
Okay.
I'm gonna butcher the name.
That's fine.
So Darth Vader now stood on the bridge of his super class Star Destroyer, about to leave hyperspace. They had entered the Badgie sector and would soon be in the Libea system. In formation with him were 2 Victory class and 1 Imperial class Star Destroyers, more than sufficient firepower to destroy a single shipyard. So they're trying to prove a point here with the overkill. And also, I don't remember exactly where this is, but the guy who owned that shipyard was one of Black Sun's rivals.
Yeah.
So Shizor is killing 2 birds with 1 stone, because he's winning the favor of Palpatine and also taking out a rival gang at the same
something
time.
that he already needed done. So he's really using Vader to do his dirty work.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is some very smart strategy there.
I mean, is he playing Vader?
He's well, kinda, yeah. Well, that's the point. So pretty much Shizor's plan isn't to kill Vader himself, because he wants revenge, but he knows he can't best Vader. But he's trying to outsmart him.
Yeah.
So pretty much
his cat catching a cat.
Exactly. So pretty much his plan is to belittle him in front of the Emperor.
Oh. Okay.
Also, he wants to kill Luke.
He does,
because he knows that Luke is Vader's son, and Vader is responsible for the death of his entire family.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So he's like,
well, I'll kill your son now.
Yeah.
It's savage,
it's
dude.
Intense.
It's
really intense.
All right.
I tried to pull up some.
So he pulled up.
Wikipedia
Okay,
over
so
here.
he pulled up the Vergesso asteroids.
Okay.
The Vergesso asteroids field. Is there any more pictures?
That's the only one I found.
Okay, so
I did press images, but it just shows you the cover of the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Prior to the Battle of Yavin, the Vergesso asteroid field was home to an Imperial cargo depot, named after Corellian scientist. Okay.
The seal.
The Tenlas, So the Tenlas Syndicate built the shipyard in the Vergesso asteroid, a nickel iron asteroid the size of a small moon and pockmarked with craters. Cool. No, I just wanted to see if there were more pictures. But if you go up,
it's pretty much
just an asteroid field.
An asteroid field.
I thought we could see they'd have the base,
the planets or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the end of chapter 12. Chapter 13 starts out with R2 training with Luke to test out his saber. And while he's out there, Luke sees someone off in the distance on speeders, he thinks at first, and he's like, oh, that's weird. Where, what are they doing out here? Because Luke is at Ben's hut, so he's in the middle of nowhere. He's like, no one should be coming out here. And then he realizes, these are not friends. These are definitely someone, people sent here to either, even if they don't know who he is, they mean him harm, right?
Yeah.
So either someone hired them to come and kill him, or someone's just trying to take advantage of him.
Yeah.
But as they get closer, he realizes that they're swoop bikes. So these are totally tricked out, modded speeder bikes that are utilized by the gangs on Tatooine.
Yeah.
So it's like a motorcycle club, right?
Ooh.
Like a motorcycle gang.
Yeah. So here they are. So pretty much these are exactly what they should have used in Book of Boba instead of the, and we've talked about it before.
Isn't that in Outlaws?
Yeah, it's exactly. So can we look at more pictures?
Yeah,
not the Book of Boba. So here, show me the go up, the one that's two of them in the center, bottom. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, that's I guess the best representation. Those are actually from Shadows of the Empire, I believe. Oh, cool. These are from Star Wars Legion, the tabletop game. But yeah, they're super super fucking cool. I mean, they're. I mean, did you just read the description of swoop bikes?
No. Well, here.
Just a quick description, because it's actually a very cool.
Swoops were long, raked repulsor craft with a plow-like scoop at the front. The vehicles were capable of seating two, were fast and maneuverable, but hard to control well. They weren't much more than the huge engines with seats and controls, and the combination of big repulsors and hot turbo thrusters made for a mean, fast, noisy flyer. The speeder bike was a child's toy compared to a fully dressed-out swoop. Most people associated the small, unprotected craft with gangs, outlaws who did almost anything as long as it wasn't legal. Some of them were famous, like the Nova Demons and the Dark Star Hellions. They would make their swoops do everything but dance. They ran spice, smuggled weapons, did odd jobs for various factions of the underworld, and generally raised a lot of grief wherever they went.
Yeah. No, yeah. These are... I love swoop bikes. Yeah. And like the role they play in the story.
Yeah,
and like,
it's a really cool
nothing
vehicle.
To do with the ones in Battle of Endor, right? Like,
no, those are like military grade speeder bikes. Okay. These are made. These pretty much they take out pieces.
Yeah. Harleys.
They pretty much take out pieces that are meant for their safety.
Yeah.
And prioritize speed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
it's like a crotch rocket.
Like, yeah, it's
so Hondas.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they're fucking awesome.
So
continue.
Yeah, so Luke realizes that there are, I believe, 12 of them. So the odds are not good. 12-1 odds. So he's just kind of, they're circling him. He's trying to fight them off with his lightsaber. He's like, well, I guess I'll test out my lightsaber for real now.
Yeah.
And he's able to take out like 2 or 3 of them with his saber. And then he's able to like commandeer one of the swoop bikes. So he like knocks the guy off of it, gets on his bike. And Luke grew up
not too far from there.
Not too far from here.
Because he's at where I don't think we mentioned where he was.
I said Ben's.
Oh, yeah.
He's at Ben's hut.
Okay.
So growing up on Tatooine, Luke would also race these illegal bikes like when he was younger. So he has some experience. He wasn't in a gang, but like he's been on a swoop bike.
He likes going fast.
Yeah. He's a Skywalker. What can we say?
On a Toshi station and getting his newest parts.
Exactly. So Luke's like, because he's in the middle of like nowhere, right? It's literally just the hut. There's no mountains. There's nothing for him to like hide in. It's just desert.
Yeah.
So he's like, I need to get out of here. I need to go somewhere that I can like hide or outrun them, whatever.
Like a canyon
right?
or some shit, right?
So he goes to Beggar's Canyon. Yeah.
Isn't there sand people there?
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, well, better than nothing, right? So
known as Darth Vader's hellhole.
So he races through there, and there are obviously very dangerous turns that if you've never ridden through there, you're gonna die.
Is that the same one from Phantom Menace?
The Moss, the fucking, what's the race called?
Oh, the
Bunta Eve Classic.
Yeah.
So the Bunta Eve Classic goes through Beggar's Canyon. Okay. But Beggar's Canyon is just a part of the race. It's not in Beggar's Canyon. The whole race.
I meant it as like a better visual in your head, like the twists and turns.
The twists and turns and how tight it gets.
Yeah. But Beggar's Canyon is much more like La Rumorosa. It's very dangerous. Yeah.
So he races through there, they try to follow after him. He goes through this one part that literally just fits the speeder. Yeah. And it rips, like, one of the rocks, rips his, like, jacket. He's that close to, like, the edge.
And fast. Like,
and going super, super fast. And the guy behind him, like, miscalculates and just, like, splats on the wall. Yeah. So Luke is just trying his best to get as far as he can, and also trying to, you know, he's putting himself in precarious situations so that the people will follow and hopefully make a mistake.
Like,
right?
They'll crash. He's like, I know I can.
But he has an edge, right? Because he can use the force and just anticipate.
Kind of, but at the same time, this is at a point where he still doesn't have full control of it. He's still understanding it because, the only training he has had, what has been the couple of moments that he had to, like, kind of think about the Force with Obi-Wan in episode 4, and the couple of days he was with Yoda on Dagobah.
He's still tempted to be able to go to the dark side.
Oh, dude, there was a whole moment where like Dash Rendar pisses him off.
Yeah.
And he walks away from him. Like, Dash walks away from Luke.
Yeah.
And he feels this, like, seething rage of anger, and he described it as like a chill, like, down his spine, and he's like, I know what it is. The dark side, right? He doesn't say it, but that's what it is.
What was the quote? Like, saying, goes, like, I can destroy him.
I could bring him to his knees
with a thought.
Luke said that?
Luke said that.
He thought it. He thought it.
He thought it. He thought it.
Badass. Yeah.
Because pretty much what happened was he had been hired to take he had been hired to take Leia, Lando, and Chewie to where Boba Fett was. Show them where Boba Fett was. He was in his ship, and then they were in the Falcon. As soon as and where Boba Fett was, there were 2 Imperial Star Destroyers, and he was at an Imperial base. So it was very dangerous. So as soon as they, like, make the clearing and they see the Slave One landed, like, there, like, at the base, they both come up, and Dash is pretty much like, okay, there it is, bye. And Lando's like, Dash, you piece of shit, like,
what the fuck?
You were supposed to help us. He's like, I didn't get paid for that. I got paid to show you where he was. That's where he is. I'm out. Up. So he gets back to the ship. And Luke is like, where's Leia and Lando and Chewie? And he's like, they're with Boba Fett. I showed them where he was. And he's like, you what? And so that's what pisses him off, and because he puts them in danger, and he's like, I could kill him.
And Dash is being an asshole,
and he is being an asshole.
Like, he's being super cocky, and like they'll be fine. Like, if they're so good, like, they'll survive.
He's pretty much picture Han, but if Han wasn't actually a good guy.
If Han stayed who he was, in episode 4, and, like, never shifted morality or caring about people, and was still just about money. It's like that.
But like turn it up a couple notches.
More cocky, which is like, how are you more cocky?
He's more of a good guy. I don't know. He's such a dick.
He's kind of
he's a dick. He's like, in it for the money.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like, he's just friends with Han.
That's cool though. I still like. That's a good arc.
He is really cool. Really cool.
So there's, like, Luke has only taken out 4 of 12, right? So the odds are not good. And then he starts to hear, like, shooting from above, like, the canyon, like, at the top of the canyon. And he's like, what the hell? Like, how could someone be, like, I'm glad, but, like, how could someone be out here? How would they even know I'm out here? Like, who came to help? And it is Dash. So Leia had hired him to keep an eye on Luke, because she was so worried after, like, the assassination attempt.
True.
She was like, I don't want to leave him out there alone. But Dash doesn't watch as a homie.
No,
Leia pays him to watch over Luke. And then Luke's, like, mad, like, his ego. He's like, I don't need to be babysat. Like, yeah. And Dash is like, you would be dead if I wasn't here. So when you see Leia, say thank you. Yeah. And he was like, okay. So that's chapter 13. Chapter 14, Shizor and the Emperor see each other again. And the Emperor... Was it here? Sorry, I'm like reading.
Wow, Isabella.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember.
Oh,
every
so
word.
yeah, so the Emperor is like, oh yeah, so it wasn't you who found the rebel base, it was Shizor, and you should.
Well, you're skipping a few moments. So yeah, Vader's pretty much like, I found, like, there's a rebel base in this asteroid field, and Emperor's like, we'll go take care of it.
Yeah.
And then Shizor shows up to see the Emperor, and Shizor's like, have you heard from Lord Vader yet, and how his mission went?
Oh, yeah.
To the Emperor. And the Emperor is like, how did you know that? Right? Well, he doesn't say it because the Emperor never shows that he doesn't know something.
Yeah, he's never like off kilter.
Like yeah. So he's like, so he goes along with it. He's like, no, I haven't heard from him yet, but I'm expecting a report back soon. Do you want to sit and wait with me, and we can like have some refreshments? Dang. But Shizor knows that Vader didn't tell him.
Yeah.
Like, he knows. So they pretty much sit there, they're talking and they're waiting, and then Vader gets there.
On the
Oh, is it on the holo?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, because Vader's
that's
there.
That's right. So as soon as Vader's done and successful, he calls. He rings the Emperor.
He got caught.
And the Emperor is like, well, how does he say it? Because it's pretty fucking slithery. Did we not sticky note it?
We did not.
Wow.
I'm sorry. So it was, I was just curious, my master, as to the progress of Lord Vader's attack upon the rebel shipyard in the Baji sector.
Yeah.
The Emperor's ravaged face revealed nothing, but Shizor was certain his comment had come as a surprise.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, let's just read what the Emperor says to Vader.
Oh, okay.
Because that was pretty good. But pretty much Vader calls him.
Oh, sorry, I found it.
There it is.
Prince Shizor was just telling me about how happy he was to provide the Empire with the location of the rebel base. It seems we owe him much gratitude, don't you think? Vader gritted his teeth. He would rather bite off his own tongue and swallow it than offer such gratitude, especially in front of the Emperor, but he had no choice. The Emperor did like to crack the whip now and again to show that he still held it and was not averse to using it. Damn. Vader looked at Shizor. It was good that they could not see his face when he spoke. The Empire owes you thanks, Prince Shizor. The Empire smiled. The Emperor smiled.
Yeah. So he read what he says right after about if he was there.
Shizor smiled even more widely, said, "Oh, think nothing of it, Lord Vader. I am always happy to serve."
Oh, what a little shit! Right? Oh my god!
Right?
Like literally fighting for Daddy's attention. It's crazy. But yeah, so that's pretty much.
But what does Vader think to himself right after that? Because isn't he like, if I was there in person?
I don't think so.
Maybe is it like later?
Maybe. I thought it was right after he says that. Isn't he? Because isn't he like, I would kill him where he stands if I was there?
Maybe, but I know what you're talking about, but I'm trying to find.
I think you're just skimming over it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Vader.
I found it. Sorry.
My God.
You don't give me enough time. What? I can't read the whole book in 2 seconds.
I'm sorry. We don't have fucking an hour.
But we need it.
Had the man been any more self-effacing and servile in his tone, he would have had to look up from licking the Emperor's boots. It was good that he was light years away. Vader's anger was such that he wasn't sure he could have stopped himself from destroying Shizor had he been within reach, despite the Emperor's admiration.
Damn.
And then like an officer comes into Vader's like chamber like at that moment, and to like give him a report, right? Like something, and before he can even say like Lord Vader, he's choking him. He's like, "Don't fucking bother me right now," and he's like, "Okay."
Yeah, and he runs off.
Dang.
Yeah. So right before this, when Vader is approaching the asteroid, there's a few there's 2 Nebulon B escort frigates.
Here, look those up just so people have. We see them in Return of the Jedi. They're the like the long boy ones.
Yeah. So these are
Nebulon B.
These are Imperial ships that are commandeered by the rebels, and instead of being outfit for TIE fighters, they modify them to be outfit for X-wings. They deploy a squadron of X-wings, and this is crazy. Like, I think the best part of this book is getting inside Vader's head.
Yeah, definitely.
And so Vader's literally bored. He's like, they're no competition. They don't have the Force. It's like swatting flies. Yeah. It's so easy for him to shoot them down, to evade them. Vader let the dark side guide his aim, felt the weapons lock on, but held his fire. Disgusted, he broke off his attack and allowed the X-Wing to escape. This was beneath him. Since he had fought Luke on the balcony of the city in the clouds, no other opponent had been any real competition. Perhaps the criminal Shizor offered something, but that was different. That was not a warrior's challenge. Shizor was merely duplicitous and devious, and he would never dare stand eye to eye with the Dark Lord of the Sith. Vader watched the X-Wing scurry away. The battle was over, such as it was. The rebel shipyard burned, its own air and fuel feeding the conflagration. Hundreds of ships gone, thousands of troops wiped away. A great victory for the Empire. Vader shook his head. A great victory. Once that would have been something to make him proud. Now it was as hollow as smashing these weak X-Wing pilots. A warrior needed to contend with equals. Obi-Wan was gone, and the other Jedi were all extinct, save one, who was the strongest of them all, his own son. He had told the Emperor that Luke Skywalker would join them or die. The real truth was only slightly different. Luke would join Darth Vader or die. It would be something to look forward to. That would be the duel of a lifetime. This wasn't even exercise. He headed his fighter back to the ship.
Damn.
Bruh.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
That's insane.
Imagine being spared by Darth Vader because you're not worth
He
his
was
time.
Disgusted by them.
Yeah.
He was disgusted by how inferior they were. He was offended.
He's like, fucking, what am I doing here?
Literally. He's like, this is a waste of my fucking talents.
That's
literally.
so funny.
He's like, any TIE fighter can shoot these idiots down. Like, why am I...
Yeah, why am I out here?
Why am I out here? But I just think it's crazy that, like, he respects Luke so much.
Yeah.
And that's
there's respect
crazy
there.
to see that there. He's like, he's an even match.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like his blood is, like...
He's like...
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so good.
It really is.
It's so good. Okay, what's next? This is pretty much the end of chapter 14.
Yeah, well, we went back for this part.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we finished that. So chapter 15.
Solid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Shizor brings up like a hollow simulation, I guess, of Princess Leia. And
okay,
obviously,
so let's refresh memories here.
Yeah.
Shizor has an ability that is natural to his species, where he gives off pheromones to the opposite sex, where they're uncontrollably attracted to him. Like they can't control.
Like he doesn't do anything.
He doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to try.
And the bitches come.
Yeah.
Bro's the Rizzler?
He's the
Rizzler.
Rizzler.
He's the Wizard of Oz?
That's his passive ability.
Did you say the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
So yeah, he has this natural like ability that just it happens. So he's always like cycling through bitches.
Yeah, he's always bored.
Yeah, he's
it's
bored.
Too easy.
It's too easy, exactly. So something that he was thinking to himself in the past, he pretty much. So if you're new here again, he was talking about one of his pretty much his ex, and he like breaks up with his girl and is like, because he's bored. He's bored. Because none of the women he's with like challenge him mentally.
Yeah.
And even if they do, that scares him.
He's like, I don't want a woman who could kill me in my sleep.
Yeah, he's like,
we're showing him right now. Yeah. He's a total catch.
Right? The ponytail, the super long stiletto nails,
the no ears.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, butt chin.
The green skin.
Yeah. But so yeah, pretty much he's talked about it before, and he's like yes, I like when I'm with women, I enjoy it being a different flavor every time, right?
I
so
got hoes in different area codes.
Literally.
So
that's literally him.
Shut the fuck up.
Please clip that.
So he's like, yeah, I like different flavors every time, but at the same time it gets boring.
He's Willy Wonka.
And he's like, I can't find someone that he's like, I can't find somebody that I can truly like be happy with. Because mentally everyone he's with is just don't.
He gets bored.
Yeah, he gets bored. So that's where. Okay, this
He's like, I want someone who will slap the shit out of me, which Princess Leia would.
I live on sissy frame.
So, oh my god. So he said he'd always assumed that she was some hardened battle axe of a woman, all for the cause, one of those androgynous and ugly zealots who couldn't be bothered with worrying about her appearance. A mistaken assumption that... So he's pretty much like, ooh, she's fucking fine.
Yeah.
Skip through, blah, blah, blah. So pretty much, yeah, Princess Leia wants to meet with him.
Yeah, and Shizor is smitten.
Yeah.
Smitten.
He's like, oh, the audacity.
Question. So his species, that's his, like, pheromone thing.
Yeah.
Does that mean the females have the same thing? And if so, how do they like contradict each other, or do they like hi?
No, I think the women also have it,
but it doesn't affect.
But like, I don't know.
How can you talk to your neighbor? Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it
works
on the same species.
Okay.
I think it happens with
everyone
all the
else.
other. Yeah.
Huh.
We can look into it if you want to search it, and while we finish this.
What's the species?
Fucking oh my god!
I'll look at that too.
Just look up Shizor. You'll. I'm brain farting.
So pretty much, he's like talking about her physically, right? And then he's like, here was an interesting woman, attractive, adept, well educated, and dangerous. She was, according to the files, as good with a blaster as she was beautiful. The Dark Prince felt a stirring inside him. He's like, oh, like something like it like piqued his interest pretty much.
Pretty much.
And he's like wondering, like, I wonder what she's doing right now.
Yeah, Faline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Faline. Okay, what's next? More gambling.
Gross.
So, I mean, I don't think there was anything we needed to quote in this.
No,
chapter, really.
Yeah.
But pretty much, Shizor is smitten by Leia.
Yeah.
He is. He's
down.
He's
bad.
like something. There's something with this woman, and I want to know what.
Said every man ever.
I really want him to know that, but he doesn't know it's his daughter, right? Vader's daughter, right?
No one
That's fucking
dares.
Hilarious. That's some sitcom shit.
Making things more complicated.
Right? He's like, I want to kill you. He's playing fuck, marry, kill.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No.
With Vader's kids.
So wrong. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's but the chapter pretty much ends with them about to meet, right?
Yeah. He's like talking to Gory, who's like his, not his assistant, but kind of.
Like his right hand.
His right hand, yeah. And yeah, pretty much they're talking more about the gang stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. No, yeah, cool. So
the drama has only gotten more dramatic.
More drama-y.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so that is chapters 11 through 15 of Shadows of the Empire. Obviously abridged.
Yeah.
We're almost at the halfway point, right?
Yeah. It's we're almost there.
Almost, yeah. Let me see how many chapters there are. Let's see. Epilogue.
69 chapters.
There might be.
And 420
There's
pages.
40 chapters. So yeah,
40
we're doing 5 a week.
Cool.
So,
yeah. So we'll be done quick.
Yeah.
Very
Goes by
soon.
pretty quick.
We're almost halfway.
3 more episodes?
3, 4, maybe.
Yeah.
We're doing
Solid.
good. I mean it's such a good story that I want to. Every time we're reading, I want to continue, but I'm like, no, we have to save it.
Yeah, or else we'll get too far ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But let us know, guys, what you if you're enjoying the story, what your favorite parts have been, because there's definitely a lot of moments in this book that like are worth noting and worth like diving into a little more.
Yeah, I really recommend, even if you're listening to us give summaries and like kind of breakdowns, still read the book.
Yeah, because also
we're not including everything.
We are not doing this story justice.
No,
we're not. We really aren't. We're doing our best in our in our own way. But
it's not as good as the writers.
I highly recommend if you're not reading the book, at least read the comics. Check out the comics.
Yeah.
But it's definitely worth the read because there's so many little moments in between.
So is there a comic version of that book? So now you do have images.
There's definitely images. There's a lot left out because you can't include everything. You can't include everything. And in here, like, you really get to go into the characters' minds and their thoughts.
Yeah, you're right.
So something that, like, a context that I haven't even had, like, the whole time knowing this story, like, I've never read the novel. I've only read the comics. I played the games. You know what I mean? So now, like, reading the novel, it's like
super.
There's a lot more.
There's
detail.
a lot more. Yeah. There's a lot more. Telling you from experience of approaching this story from the comic books first, there's so much more.
Yeah,
there's so much more.
I barely now trying, like, kind of grasping, like, when they said, like, "Oh, did you like the movie? The book was better," but now I get what they mean because there's so many inner thoughts. You can't just add.
There's so much more context, and the way, like, the author has completely, like, premeditated the way that you are going to digest every word that you are reading.
Yeah.
So they know, okay, they're going to read this first, which is going to get them thinking, like, what could this be? Or what could this lead here or over here? And then there's going to be a reveal later on that they know is coming.
Yeah.
But you as the reader, exactly. It's a different experience completely.
The writer's playing you like a fiddle, but you love
exactly.
it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very good. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is your first time really with the story, so
yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I love how many different perspectives we're getting. Like, it's cool seeing stuff from the Emperor's perspective. Shizor, Vader, the Rebellion. We're getting to see more of, like, Rogue Squadron and the other rebels and sympathizers, I guess, like the other people.
Yeah, the people that help them.
I love a morally gray character, right? So Dash has been cool. But my favorite part has definitely been seeing inside the characters' minds.
Yeah.
Because there's so much that people won't say or won't reveal to anyone. but like Leia,
especially Vader.
Leia talking about how much she cares about Han and how much she's realized she cares about Han.
Yeah.
Luke wrestling with the dark side.
She realizes that she loves him.
Yeah.
It's not just like I care for him. No, she's like I'm in love with this man. She's like, oh my god,
I'm in love with him and he's gone and he could die. Yeah. So that, and then obviously Vader being like having all these conflicting feelings. Not conflicting feelings, but feelings he shouldn't have as Vader. All of these feelings that Anakin is having of being proud of his son, looking forward to seeing his son again, wanting his son to be with him, to join him. Like he's almost created this other reality, this hope, this future. Despite everything that's happened, he sees there is this happiness that could be there if he ruled the galaxy with his son, which is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm loving it, if you can't tell. I'm really excited to read more. And I've been having fun in the Discord too.
The Discord has been very fun.
With our silly little conversations in the group chat.
Yeah, in the group chats, in the book club book channels. Which by the way, thank you guys. It's been a lot of fun on the Discord. And if you were not yet on the Discord, up in there,
jump in.
Jump in, because we're discussing. We're sending memes. We're having fun with these moments like fucking
Guido.
Guido. Let us know what you think in the comments below, or head over to the Discord where we can fucking talk all day about this stuff, and it's gonna be fun, guys. It's been fun, and I'm happy that you guys are enjoying it, because so are we.
Yeah. So next week we will cover 16 through 20.
16 through 20. Hell yeah.
Do your homework.
Read your chapters.
Yeah.
Chapters. All right, guys. Well, I think that is about all the time we have. There's always so much we want to talk about that we only ever get to like a couple.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for making it to the end of the episode. Thank you for being here. And we appreciate you guys. If there's anything you'd like us to watch on the show, or a topic you'd like us to cover, please let us know. You can go ahead and send any of that stuff over to our email, which is punchitchewiepodcast@gmail.com. And we always check those, and we'll make sure to talk about it here on the show. But besides that, I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
Time to go eat.
Yes.
Drink, go to the bathroom, do all that fun stuff. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.